welcome to Monday Musings. How you doing? Who's there? Who's joining me this evening? I hope you've had a good week. Hasn't it just been glorious weather? Absolutely amazing. Been, yeah, so lovely to be out and about in the garden. Um, I've just been sitting out there this evening before I joined here. The warmth of the sun in the evening is actually a lot better than during the day. It was a bit chiller. And then, hi Mandy. Let's say hello to hi Jules, hi Jenny. Oh, there's a few people I've missed. Hi Wen, hi Jules. Oh, hope you're all doing well. Yeah, just saying it. What a lovely few days we've had. Well, it's been a week or so, isn't it? And I think it's set to continue. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope all is well. This is the 12th episode of Monday Musings. Oh, we don't have sound. Oh, can you hear me? I've got the mic on. Can anyone else hear me? Oh, thank you, Julie. Can everyone hear me okay? Wendy's saying she can't, which is not a good sign. Could you give me a thumbs up that you can hear me, please? Oh, you can. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. Um, in fact, I've just seen Mike. Mike's just joined. I was just going to say, wasn't the Sunday stroll brilliant yesterday? Really good. I mean, it's just his wealth of knowledge is just amazing. So the the cucumbers deterring from hostas, absolutely brilliant. It's just all these small little tips that you learn. Mind you, my hostas haven't actually come back this year, so I think I might need to give up on hostas. But there we go. At least Mike's got enough hostas for all of us, though. He's got what was it, 108? You said you've got, Mike. So Mum and I were working it out. So if you divided them, we were talking about it yesterday, saying if you divided all your hostas, you'd be like 216 hostas. Yeah, yeah. Put your rear trumpet in, Wen. Hi, Franny, my darling. Hello. Um, there's a frost forecast tonight. Always there. Well, yeah. I, yeah. Well, this is the thing, and they say don't cast a cloud till May is out, don't they? But I don't think I've got anything that's tender out there at the moment. So, yeah, I'm the only tender thing around these parts. But um, oh, Sharon and I went to our favourite garden centre last week, Friday morning. Went to Summer Hill. It's over in Essex. I think it's Billericay, or Basildon, or somewhere around that way. But we just have the best time when we go there. We always go and have a little bit of breakfast, and then oh my goodness me. See, now I know how you get distracted by the back row. Yes, you do need to cover up your tenders and your plants. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Nice to see you here, my darling. Oh, you've totally thrown me now, Mike. Mind you, it serves me right for all the times that I've probably done that to you. Anyway, yeah. So Summer Hill Garden Centre. So we went over there and absolutely caned the Alpine section. We've got some really lovely stuff, but I just basically what I'm trying to go about in the longest winded way ever is that I think it's really good that we support our local and our independent garden centres. I really think it's such an important thing because if we don't, they're just going to die out and just be taken over by sort of the big, um, not corporate, but by the big sort of chains and whatnot. So yeah, support your local garden centre if you can. And in fact, I saw that Ruxley Manor, which is probably one of my more local garden centres, that dear Jim Buttress has just done a little thing kicking off their gardening initiative. So yeah, again, another local garden centre. So yeah, keep keep going to them, not to these big boys. And yeah, we need to support them. So I'll get off of my soapbox now. So what's looking good in the garden? Well, I want to wax lyrical again. Now I've got to show you this, and I know that I'm not alone. Now look at this. How gorgeous. Amelanchier. It's just looking absolutely, oh, it's just superb at the moment. I seem to have a bit of a white theme going on in the garden at the moment. Not a great deal um, of colour. It's all white. All white. So love my local nursery. Fantastic coffee and cake. Well, this is a thing. Yeah, support your garden centre. Go in there, have a nice cup of tea. And yeah, like I say, Sharon and I normally go in and grab a sandwich or something, or breakfast before, because it's hungry work. This, going out and buying plants. So I've just got people agreeing, yeah, go but locally. It's not, and I've got another one up here, Hawley Manor, who they've just been taken over as well. So we'll definitely be supporting them again. So yeah, Amelanchier. So who's on the Amelanchier bandwagon with me? Because I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm all right, you're all right? Yeah, I'm all right. All right at the back. Showing our age now with the what was it? Strike It Lucky, Strike It Rich. But yeah, I absolutely love Amelanchier. And another thing that is all white. Oh, another thing that's all white in my garden at the moment is there's my Explorer. That is the bride. It's just all of a sudden it was budding, and all of a sudden it's just popped, and it's got really big. I love it. In fact, it's probably a bit too big. It's kind of going over sort of the grass. I need to sort of tie it in a little bit, but yes, absolutely love Exodora as well. Exodora. I probably pronounced it right. Oh yeah, see, Darren, yeah, you're saying you love Prunus Snow Goose. Now, I saw that on your feed the other day, and I automatically thought, oh, I better go and search that. So I did. I had a quick look online to see about purchasing one. I may well get one for next year, but I've had too many naughty spends, at the moment. So I shall be not purchasing one for the moment. Now, this is what I did, because Sharon and I, as I say, we went up and we did got some alpines, and she'd given me an old wood store. Hope you can see this. It's like an old sort of metal thing that you would have just stored your wood logs by the fire, and it's been sitting in the garden for a couple of years. She gave it to me, like I say, quite a while ago. I'd never done anything with it, so I literally just lined it, and I've created a little alpine bed. Now, this photo is not the best, unfortunately. You know, when you do something and you want to take a picture, but you just try and get the angles, and nothing really does it justice. So oh, you do. Oh, you can see. Hopefully, you can see it. I did take a video. I'm gonna I will show the video. I'll put that on my stories because you can see it a bit better. But I'm just obsessed with alpines at the moment, and like I say, Sharon and I went over there. In fact, I think she's late. I don't see that she's on here. I'm gonna have to have words. I told you to set her alarm. But it was not. I just took a few ideas from like with broken pots and things. I was really pleased with that. Um, so yeah, that's what I did. And then because I've become obsessed with these things, there's a place online that sells alpines, and I may well have accidentally on purpose placed an order with them. I think that might even be here tomorrow. So, ooh, oopsie. So I should be doing another alpine bed. So I'm glad you like that. Thank you. Right, let's stop sharing that. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, we went with the guild. We went to Board Hill on Thursday down in Sussex. It's just such a fabulous garden. It's where I've been blogging for the last year or so about. I did my monthly blog, and it's just the best place. I love it. Well, they're doing lots of new things there. They've got a lottery grant that they're doing an eco lodge, and they've got a new cafe, which is actually going to be with a Michelin chef. They've got her on board. But just wanted to say thank you again to Board Hill for hosting us. It was really, really brilliant. In fact, Jay Goddard, who is the current custodian of Board Hill, she's going to be coming on in a couple of months' time when things are starting to, pick up with what they're doing, because it's all kind of in the infancy sort of at the moment. So yes, I shall. We shall have her on in a couple of months, and be speaking to her about what's going on. That should be good. And got to give a shout out to the World Garden, of course, at Lullingstone Castle. Reopened Thursday, just gone, and it's our 20th anniversary year this year. Well, on the 13th of July is the actual anniversary date, but so we're celebrating our 20 years, and Tom Hartdyke's actually going to be joining me on the 28th of April. Or when I say joining me, I'm going to be going to the gatehouse to his and be doing a live with him, because Tom and technology unfortunately don't mix. So I shall be with him on the 28th, and Saturday, this coming Saturday, I will be there on plant sale. So if anyone wants to come down, and it's the Gardener's World 2 for 1 book came, and we're in the 2 for 1. So if you want to come along now, Sharon, what time do you call this? Oh, I'm absolutely disgusted. You wait till I see you. Hello, love. Hope you're all right. So anyway, yes, we're on the 2 for 1 at Lullingstone Castle, and also we're an RHS partner garden. So you can also come along, but check the website, because there's certain days, like event days, we don't do that. But so yes, well, I'm going to quickly go through wins and fails, because I've absolutely yabbered, but that's no surprise, is it? My win was I actually planted up my naughty spends as soon as I got them home from the garden centre, which is unheard of for me. Absolutely unheard of. They normally sit by the back door for a good few months and all die. So, and my fail is probably too many naughty spends. So that's my admission. Right, that's enough of my yappering. Goodness me. So I'm hoping that Pip is here. I'm sure I saw her coming on a minute ago. If not, I shall just request her. And TV personality that you may have seen on Your Garden Made Perfect. And she is here. Hi, Pip. Hello, lovely to see you.
And you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, it's an absolute pleasure. An absolute pleasure. And thank you to Julie Parmenter for introducing us.
Yeah.
So Julie Parmenter, she works for Gardener's World, and she introduced us. So yeah, thank you to her. Thought I'd like to give her a shout out as well, and make her feel loved. So how's your day been?
Good. The usual, running around like a mad thing, and lots of meetings and drawing and bit of a mix. It's always a mix for me.
Oh, oh, bless you. I expect you're really busy at the moment, aren't you? You've got so many things sort of on the go, haven't you?
Yeah, it seems to. It just kicks off all of a sudden. It's like flicking a switch, and you spend the winter a little bit. I hope it's gonna.
Mm.
I hope it's going to happen. I hope lots of exciting things are going to come, and then all of a sudden they come at once, and then you that's it. Then the train doesn't stop, and I think probably virtually every day in my calendar is booked up till about, I don't know, mid-September. There's a few
Oh
gaps for
wow.
people, but
Oh
there's
wow.
something every
Yeah.
week. There's something. So yeah, it's great. I love it like that, though. Love it.
Oh no, absolutely. It's always good to be busy rather than sitting there sort of twiddling your thumbs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so how did you get a passion for garden design? How did you sort of how did it all begin?
Well, my family always loved the garden. My granddad absolutely loved it. It was his main thing. My mum and dad are very keen, but it wasn't really. It didn't start with gardening. I'm very arty and I like to draw, but I'm absolutely rubbish at people and faces and anything like
Oh,
that. I can't do that. But I can draw flowers, and I used to like doing copying photographs, and we always used to go out for the day to, National Trust gardens, places like that, and I'd get my dad to take lots of photographs, and I'd like to draw them and paint them when I got home.
oh,
um, and it kind of developed from there, really, because I was
mm,
very
mm,
interested in design, and I just instantly knew what I wanted to do. And I think I see a kind of creating a garden, especially with the planting, I kind of see that as another canvas, and it's just
mm,
another medium. The plants are another medium,
mm.
and I'm just creating something, different, but in 3D.
Oh, absolutely. So it is purely your sort of love of art and drawing that kind of,
Kicked it off, yeah.
steered you, yeah. Oh, and how long have you been running your design company?
um I think it's last year was 20 years, yeah,
Oh,
so about
wow.
21
Oh,
years, yeah.
oh, crikey.
I
So,
know it
yeah,
feels.
it's been going a long time.
It doesn't. Well, I was going to say it doesn't feel that long. It some days it does, but overall,
Yeah.
overall, it doesn't feel like that at all. I still feel like the 19-year-old that was, please can I help you? Please can I help you? And begging people to be involved. And that time's just gone like a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And do you have a team that work with you, Pip, or you sort of on your own, or how does it work there?
I used to. I started off as on my own, and then I started to build as well as design. So then I had a team that soon became about 3 teams, and then it kind of went back to just being me in the last 12 months, because I do so many different things, and
Mm.
it's quite varied, and I'm not very good at saying no, which anybody that knows me will know that's 100% true. And so I suppose the build side of the projects were just, that was the thing that was too much. It was just
Mm.
taking up too much time, and the more, having 3-4 projects on it again in any one time,
Mm.
as well as everything else that's going on,
Of
that was the
course.
thing that I felt I'd done it for 20 years, and it felt like the right time to have a cut off. And now I still work with the same people, and the guys that build the gardens. It's, quite a mixed group, but of different
Mm.
teams. But I've known them all a long time, and they're used to working with me. So they create the gardens, and I can take a back seat now and do things
Oh,
like this because I've got more time.
absolutely. Oh no, oh that's good. And it's nice to have people that you can trust, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that's great. So you don't get your hands dirty, you don't put your hands in the soil too much now, or
They'll all be laughing now. I did, and I do, but I had bad carpal tunnel. So last year, I kind of, after show season came to an end, I tried to just reduce it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I had an operation over Christmas, and it's not a big thing. The worst part of it was they told me to sit still for so long, which I didn't do. So I'm taking it easy, but I plan to be back on it in the next couple of weeks anyway. So yes, I do. I'm heavily involved on site. I'm not physically involved in the full build projects anymore.
Yeah, sure. Because you've got a couple of projects coming up, as I say. I mean, tell us about your Make a Meter Matter campaigns. That really interests me. So yeah, I'd
It's
love to
very
know all
exciting.
about that. Yeah.
It's very exciting. So the BBC are launching a new campaign called Make a Meter Matter, which is fine when I'm when I'm fully awake. I can say it.
When you're
Make a Meter
sober.
Matter. And it's all about basically inspiring people to transform a small space, and it doesn't matter how much room you've got, in courtyard garden, or maybe maybe you're lucky enough to have a massive plot, but if you can just focus on a small 1 by 1 meter area and do something special with it, then maybe, just maybe, collectively all those meters might just help us in some way do good for the planet. And that's the bottom line, really.
Yeah. Oh, so, and how can we all get involved?
Well, we have lots of help and guidelines and tips. You will see lots of things in the magazines. Every month they are going to promote a different idea. So we've already had pollinators in March. We had homegrown veggies and harvests last month or this month. So they are kind of highlighting one theme or idea in each of the different months throughout the season. And then you'll also be able to see me at the Spring Fair, at Gardeners World Live, and then also at the Autumn Fair. And I will be bringing some of these ideas that the magazine are kind of suggesting, and I am going to put my own spin on them, and we'll have all these different individual meters for you to have a look at. So we have obviously the two that I've just mentioned, but we've also got things like habitats for animals and birds, making your own salad. What else do we have? A pond for conserving water and for the wildlife. How to grow, how to make your own compost. We've got absolutely loads of ideas. So my brain is full at the moment.
I bet. Oh, so you're at Bewley, did you say?
Bewley's first.
Yeah, you're at Bewley. So brilliant. Yeah,
So
I will see you there. Are you actually?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Brilliant.
At Bewley, we are focusing on grow your own. So we're going to have various meters that are dedicated towards veg, herbs, fruit. We'll have the salad bar meter there, and kind of the veg patch, and also growing your own mushrooms. So that will kick us off at Bewley. And then I've got another show, so I'm not going to be there the whole time, but I will be back at Gardeners World Live, and we'll have another 9. So we will have the veg and the salad plots and the mushrooms again, but in a slightly different arrangement. And then we'll have the habitats, the pollinator patch, the mini pond. I'm forgetting them all now.
You're under pressure.
Too many. Lots of ideas anyway. And also at Live, you don't only have my meters, but you'll have the big headline showcase garden designed by Nick Bailey. And his garden is rammed full of ideas towards the Make a Meter Matter campaign. So it might be choosing planet-friendly planting, or it could be carefully choosing your materials, recycling, conserving water. He'll have lots of little ideas that can be taken away from his show garden as well. And then there's lots of other things going on as well at the show that are all kind of in conjunction with this Make a Meter Matter. So you should go home absolutely Rammed with ideas.
Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. So, because I know the Bewley one that does actually it clashes with, I think, is it Toby Buckland's
Show.
thing in
Um,
Devon, and then I believe it is. I don't know if it is with Jekka.
there's so many
With
events on.
her,
I'm involved
yeah.
in about 7 shows this year, so those dates are ingrained. All the others are not quite so not
No,
quite
no,
so fixed.
no.
But we're also taking these ideas to autumn as well, and that's,
Oh,
I
you
always
are
find
brilliant.
that autumn's a nice, it's a nice kind of roundup of the year, nice
Yeah.
end to the season. And I think there we'll actually be putting all the meters into a garden, so it will
Oh,
be a feature garden that kind of mimics some of the things that we've had through the year, but also it shows it in a real life scenario as well. So that'll
yeah.
be exciting.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, so, and that's at Audley End, isn't it? Or
Yes.
Alden Line, Alden
No, Audley
Line,
End, yeah, down
Audley End.
Saffron Walden, isn't it? Yeah,
Oh, of
Audley
course,
End.
yeah, Essex. Yeah, I'm getting confused with West Sussex. So that's a completely different show
Don't ask me
altogether.
about geography. I'm not very good with the old with the
You and me
maps.
both, evidently. Oh no, that's it. Just sounds really interesting. So, yeah, if anyone is going to Gardeners World Live in on any of those, definitely go and visit Pip's gardens. They just, yeah,
Yeah.
really exciting.
And I'll be doing talks at most of the events, not at spring, but certainly at live and autumn. And we'll be talking about the meters and the different themes and what's included. So yeah, you can come and listen to those as
Brilliant.
well.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I'd better make a note of that and which days, because I normally come up for press day and then
Do you,
go home on the
every day.
Thursday. So, oh, you're there
I'm
every day. Oh,
talking every
bless you.
day.
Oh, are you? Or
You
might
can't
you?
get rid of me.
No.
I'm like a big
So,
hanger on.
oh no. So tell me about the how do you sort of go about the build for that? Um, for
Well,
for example, the actual the main Gardeners World at sort of Birmingham. How do you sort of go about you know
preparing.
putting the build together?
Well, I am probably about 95% there now. As soon as I've got the designs kind of ready and fixed in my head, the phone calls start and the emails start, and I like to try and work with people that not not just people I've worked with before. I like to meet new people and work with new people as well, but
Mm,
to have people that are equally as excited and passionate about it as you are. So
mm,
there's always a few go-to companies and go-to people that I know will want to be involved. So they're like my starting point. And
mm.
then quite often, you always feel like you're begging, please, 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 can you help me with this? But actually, they're so eager to be involved that I'm overwhelmed by the fact that they want to contribute or lend me something or come and help pop a couple of plants in, something like that. So then the ball starts rolling. So I've been collecting things, and I have a big store unit, and honest to God, I have so much stuff that I've collected over the years, and I save it all, and we call it the prop box. And it doesn't matter what the garden is, I've got things I can pull out in every colour or along every theme. So all these boxes, I just add to them each year, and I've been getting all sorts of things from bird feeders to we've got a camera there, which is going to a wildlife camera, and we've got all
Oh,
sorts
brilliant.
of things that are being stored up. So when the
Mm.
day comes, the boxes get loaded up, and we are all organised.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, and how long does it actually take, sort of, pre-show? Like, are you there like a week before, or is it literally done in like
um,
days, or?
the meters, we'll probably actually do those in about 2 days, I would say. Certainly spring, a day to 2 days.
Mm.
I'll be there. Well, I'll be there a lot longer in June because I've also got a show garden as well running alongside these meters.
Yes, yes, yes.
As you do. That's, you know,
Go.
say it very blasé. In the background, there's a show garden. So I'll be there. Well, the team will be there for 3 weeks, but I'll just be a couple of days late because I'm also building a show garden in Ireland for Bloom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, told you it has a few booked in this year.
Wow.
So I've got to go there, and I'll just clip the end of that show and the start of Gardeners World, and I'll cross over. And but yeah, like I say, you have to be organised. That's the bottom line. You just have to be
absolutely
ready.
Or I'll bring you a strong coffee.
I'll need it by then.
or something stronger than coffee.
Oh yeah, anything's welcome.
So yeah, tell us about.
Fall asleep.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. No, I was just going to say, because I'm guessing it's the Greenfingers garden that you're doing at Gardeners World. So I'd love to hear all about that. For being a ambassador for Greenfingers, anything to do with them, I just love. So yeah, tell us all about that, please.
Well, it's such a worthy cause. I met with the charity and we went to Clare House, which is local for me. It's only a mile or so down the road. So I know a lot about them, and I've been involved in very small ways before, but I hadn't actually been within the facility before. And to see what Greenfingers had created for them in various areas, it's very touching, and what everything means to them and what it's used for. And so from there, along with talking to the charity and also the people at Clare House and what's needed from a garden space for the various charities, I went away and designed the anniversary garden. So it's the 25th anniversary of Greenfingers, and they actually kicked things off 25 years ago at Gardeners World Live. So they've come full circle, and we're having a garden to celebrate, basically. I'm really excited about it because it's pretty cool, to be honest.
I bet. Is there anything you can tell us?
Yeah.
Any secrets?
Yeah, well, in the days of social media now, there's no secrets, is there? Everything's put out there before you even arrive. So we have again lots of things that can inspire your Make a Meter Matter area. So we have a ruler pathway that guides you in, which is obviously wide enough for wheelchairs. We have a cozy corner, which is for a bit of a quiet space for families to sit when they maybe just need a little bit of a break. We have a wonderful pergola with a beautiful decorative roof that shines patterns and colours onto the floor, and that has a sensory wall at the back, so there's lots of different kind of textures and materials and all sorts going on that. And then to the other side of it, we also have a kitchen unit. And that is, we're going to have a celebrity chef come on the first day of the show and make a few bits for us. We have a vegetable area and a sensory path, and we have an area that's specifically for the brothers and sisters of the children that are not very well, because sometimes it's good for them to have a space to just play with other children that are going through the same family traumas. So we have like a little secret area for them with a hammock and all sorts. And my favourite thing, we have a slide.
Ooh, is it for grown-ups? Or is it for children only?
I'll be honest, it's quite funny. I think my neighbours and certainly my family all think I'm pretty mad, and they're not that far wrong, but our postman in particular really thinks that I'm mad. So the day that the slide got delivered, everyone was saying it's not for us. No, it's not for us. Sending it back, and I'm like, no, it's for the Greenfingers garden. So yeah, I've got a slide here waiting to go in. That's going to be exciting. But yeah, it's going to be a really lovely garden.
So have you've tried the slide out, or you haven't put it together?
Not yet, just in case. I'm not the lightest.
No. I was going to say I probably shouldn't test it out for you.
I probably won't
I do.
fit width-wise.
Well, I definitely wouldn't. But that make great TV though, wouldn't it? If they're filming
Yeah,
that.
that's what we thought.
Oh,
We said, well, after the fact, that's what we thought. I said, I can just see Joe Swift having a slide down and out the back.
oh, brilliant. Oh dear. Oh, that sounds so good. And is the garden going to be relocated after Gardener's World?
Um, that's the hope, but it may not be in its entirety. It might. I hope it is. But certainly, we've already got kind of the backup plan in place, so that if it doesn't go in as a whole, although there is a destination in mind, but you have to forgive me. I've forgotten actually where that is. But if it doesn't end up going there because they want something different, then sections of it will go to some of the new gardens that are currently being created and designed. So yeah, hopefully nothing will be wasted.
No, that's brilliant. And do you have you designed any of their other gardens, sort of actually on site, or
Not
you've just done
yet,
it for the
no,
show?
not yet. But I hope.
Oh, well,
Hopefully they'll like this
Linda,
one.
Linda, if you're listening, if you're watching.
I'm always
Oh,
game, so if they like this one, fingers crossed.
oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Um, oh, yeah, that's brilliant. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing. Oh, well, I shall probably see. Well, I'll see you at all three.
Yeah.
You'll be sick of the sight of me by all two.
Oh no, I think people are going to be sick of me this year.
Oh, not at all.
I'm like
Not
a
at
bad
all.
penny.
But Pip, how did you get into the TV side of things? Being on Your Garden Made Perfect, how did you get sort of selected to be a designer on that?
Well, I was in I was well a little bit in a program. Gosh, about 2007, I think it was. So probably more than 10 years prior. And it was called Passion for Plants, and it was about a year in the life of the RHS. And they followed us for the July, which was Tatton Park, and that's kind of my main thing, or it was. So they filmed us throughout, and it was a whole process. They came to see me beforehand and drawing up the designs and then building and picking the plants, and then right the way through to the judges' comments. So that was kind of the first thing. And then I learned a lot from that, because they kind of guided you as to how to speak and the way to answer questions and things like that. And then I kind of just had lots of things, like most of us do through the shows, where you might get a couple of snippets, a couple of seconds, or it might be the Northwest News, or various different programs over the years. And from that, somebody on the team put my name forward, and I just got a random phone call during COVID saying, you've been recommended. Would you sit for an interview? And I was like, yeah. When are you thinking? And they went, oh yeah, about 15 minutes. And I was like, I've not washed my hair for a week. I haven't left the house. So I had to quickly go and make myself look presentable. And it was literally that quick, and within 24 hours I'd been booked onto a train, and my first site was down in Southampton, and the whirlwind began, basically.
Yeah. And that it was a lovely show, because in fact I was talking to Manoj last week, because it was just pure coincidence that your paths ever crossed? Were you ever up against each other?
Yeah, we did. We actually were against each other twice.
Were you?
So yeah, most of the others mixed, but we didn't. We were up against each other twice. It was quite funny, because we kind of made it sound like it was more of a rivalry than it was, because it was so friendly. Nobody was really like that.
I bet.
I know, Manoj was lovely, and to be honest, it was a real lovely team. Everyone was so different, but really nice, and I think you learn a lot. I learn a lot from every show that I do, because unlike going to a client and being the only person there and just well, more spouting your information than absorbing anyone else's. This allowed us to see how often do you get to have the exact same brief, the exact same plot as somebody else, and then see what two completely different people come up with. It's so rare. So to see that, it was brilliant, but it's also funny to see what people pick up on. So in the first series, Minaj and myself, the family had moved into this particular house once the parent it was the husband's father had passed away, and so his mum had moved into a smaller property, and he and his family moved into the house, and his dad had made a very small pond, but when speaking to me, they said, oh, we're not, not bothered, it's just a little thing that's always been there, we're not bothered about it, we're quite happy for it to go. But when Minaj had been speaking to them, it maybe wasn't covered or mentioned, or all he knew was that that their parents had made it. So when we did our talks to camera, Minaj had saved the pond and revitalized it and enhanced it and made it into a beautiful, wonderful feature. And I went in and went, nah, get rid of the pond.
No.
Get rid of So I look like a real evil person.
Oh no.
Because I was, no, you.
And did you win that one?
I did, yeah. I know.
Well, they can't have been that worried then if you won it.
But it's just quite funny because people pick up on different things, and so a lot of people in the public were writing messages saying that I was quite unfeeling and uncaring because I hadn't saved the pond.
Oh goodness me! Oh, I hope you don't have to. I hope you didn't have to deal with sort of because that is the only trouble. If you're in the public eye, you kind of you have to be so careful, and hopefully you haven't had too much of that.
We all got a bit of that, to be fair. I think it's just this day and age, everyone's hidden behind the computer screen, and
people warriors.
Yeah, and I think I had one where one of the newspapers had said, oh, our local pub has a better beer garden than that. And it just makes me laugh because at the end of the day, it's not going to suit everybody. You're given a brief by the client. And I say that to my clients, if you happen to see one of my shows or one of my designs, or you see via a friend, you can't really judge it off that, because I'm going to tailor it to what you need and what you want.
Absolutely.
But for them, that tick their boxes, and I think that's really important for anyone that's working with clients or working with a designer, that it's you can't judge whether you like them or not or how good the garden is based on whether they've done something specifically for somebody else with a specific brief.
No, I totally get that. And these different strokes of different folks anyway, isn't it? Everyone's got completely different tastes and and wants and needs and everything. Oh, Jenny's saying she loved the dining area, especially the evening lighting.
Oh, thank you. It was quite a funky area. I liked it.
Oh, you've got some super fans watching tonight by the sounds of it.
Thank you.
But what about your own garden, Pip? Do you actually get time to have? Is it a big garden, small garden?
It's about 12 by 25-ish. It's good size. I've got to say, I share it with the family. I cannot take all of the credit at all. In fact, I could probably not even really take half. I tend to advise and bring home lots of plants and tell people that that's not where they're going. They're going where I say they're going. And then I lack in the man hours of maintenance, I'm afraid, because I'm away so much in the summer. That sometimes, depending on when my last show is, or how intense they are, if they're big show gardens, like for example Tatton was my main one every year up until last year, I'd come back at the end of July and everything was just massive. Started to fall over. it just, it's hard. But
Oh,
we do have a nice garden, and it's rammed with lots of lovely plants. So I
oh,
can't say it we don't,
good.
but
Oh,
we're
that's.
about to change it. Actually, we're just about to rip it all up and start
Oh,
again
are
because
you?
it's
Oh, that's
yeah. Just
exciting.
the thing
Why
is,
not?
when you're doing it all the time, and I bring a lot of stuff home from shows, and
Mm.
people, especially my mum, she's the worst at nicking things from shows. She's always kind of like, oh, well, do you think we could have a water blade? Do you think we could have one of those trees?
Brilliant.
So we're constantly wanting new things because me, the family, everyone sees them in the show gardens or whatever. And as it happens, we're actually there was a design I did do for the TV program, but it didn't
Mm.
get used in the end. Two of us, Helen and myself, had actually done a very similar design.
Nice.
But Helen's timeline, she was going on holiday, so I said I'll change mine and go with a different option.
Mm.
And because I quite like that one, and the family liked it, so we're actually going to, well, we've developed it. It's not like for like, but we're developing it for my own garden. So
Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
it's still
Oh,
being
that's
used.
good. Oh, brilliant. So you've got a supportive family. What is your partner? Are they into gardening?
No, it's just me. I don't really have a lot of time for all that. But
No,
I
no. Oh,
have a
no.
close family. Nobody'd put up with me because they'd have to chase me around the country.
Oh, no.
But
Yeah, no one will put. You're not alone. No one will put up with me either. So
it's probably better that way, to be
for
fair.
different reasons. Different reasons. That's.
The thing is, you put the hours in, don't you? And then at the end of the day, you just think, oh, just need an hour to read a magazine or read a book or something like that. And you
No,
just then it's
absolutely.
time for bed, and the day starts all over
I,
again.
no, it's crazy. But I bet it's mentally exhausting, isn't it? It
Yeah, I think
must
it
be.
does. It catches up with you. Like at the moment, I've been over to Ireland once or twice, and I've been doing a bit of work in Aberdeen, um, so I've been going all over the place, and there was there was a day the other week where I got in the car and I went into overdrive, and I was making some work calls, and I totally went the wrong way, and I mean like a long way out of the way.
Oh,
And by the time I realised, I was like, what am I doing? But in my head, I was just properly on work mode and, making calls and driving along quite happy on the motorway.
yeah.
And then I just, it's
It's
quite
easily
embarrassing,
done, though.
really.
It's easily done. Oh dear. Well, I think you probably need to have a lie down now after this after this conversation. But
Oh, no.
thank
Got hours left yet.
uh, oh, but thank you so much for joining. I don't know if anyone in the anyone that's watching's got any questions for Pip before we finish up for the night. Anyone got anything they want to ask? Put it down in the chat or in the question in the speech bubble.
I probably said so much, there's nothing left to ask.
Oh, I'm sure not. So we'll look and see if anything comes up. Waiting in anticipation. Oh well, no, doesn't
That's
look
fine.
like. No, that's no. But thank you so much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Oh, but isn't that typical? I'm just saying
Yeah.
that, and then Jenny's asked, "What is your favourite tree or shrub
Well,
to use?"
actually, I was
Or,
laughing before because you were talking about Amelanchier, and that is definitely one of my go-to favourites.
oh,
Definitely.
oh, brilliant!
I
No,
love that.
I absolutely love it. And my RHS tutor, she got me into them, and it's one of those things that once you've got them, you just become obsessed.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
you do.
absolutely.
Mine's flowering like yours at the moment, and I've been
Oh,
taking lots of photographs of it.
oh yeah, 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 obsessed. And Jules, Jules is just asking, do you get to see the video recording of the gardens ahead of the show airing?
No.
You
No, you
don't.
don't. No, we
Ooh.
saw bits of the first one just so that we knew, because we were being interviewed, so we just needed to know the format more than the content. But no, we didn't see it. So it was always very much a hold your breath moment.
But I mean that's good. I mean it's like flying by the seat of your pants kind of thing, isn't it? And
It is. It's funny because sometimes you, especially when you're having fun, you just you just say things that come naturally, and I have been known to say all sorts of things that I probably shouldn't, to be fair.
sound like kindred spirits. Or oh, I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry, Jules. I've actually asked the wrong question. She said, "Do you get to see the virtual reality?"
Oh,
The VR.
well,
See, I'm being. I see. You can tell it's an age thing, isn't it? VR. I'm thinking video recording, but the V's
no,
actually the
don't
virtual
worry.
reality. Oh my goodness me!
Well,
Oh
yes, we
dear.
do.
Oh, brilliant.
That's quite a long-winded process, really. We
Yeah, I
used to
bet.
have 24 hours to return the designs. So I would see the client on, say, a Thursday morning, maybe, I don't know, if I was first, I might be 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'd have half a day with the client. And then from there, I'd literally have to the end of the next day to get all the information back. And then a couple of hours on the next day to do the planting plan. And that's because the VR takes so long
Yeah,
to put together and to
I
be
bet.
perfected. So every day we would get a series of stills and kind of like photographs, and you
Okay.
just have a little bit more,
Mm.
and then towards the end you wouldn't necessarily see it for a little bit. And then just before we would present it to the clients, we were allowed to go and put the goggles on and do a test run. But it's quite funny because I hadn't used them before. And I think the first one was I did a swimming pool, and you had to go up a set of steps, and the swimming pool was up high.
Oh.
And I put the goggles on, and I was stood at the top of the steps, and I fell over. And they were all going, "What are you doing?" I went, "Well, I
Oh
thought in my head, I
no.
thought I was stood at the
Yeah,
top of the steps,
absolutely. Oh
so
my
I fell over
goodness
nothing."
me. I can
I
imagine
know, it's
me
sad, isn't
doing
it?
that. Oh, that's hilarious. But I bet does it make you a little bit sort of seasick when you take them off? Does it take a bit of time to
Yeah, a
adjust
little
back to
bit.
reality?
You do have to adjust
Yeah.
a little bit, but the
Yeah.
funniest part was as soon as they put the goggles on and they saw the first image, it was all
Oh.
everyone was like,
Mm,
"Oh," just blown away, and then
mm,
there'd be tears, and so you were like, "Oh
mm.
God, I hope it's good tears."
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's such a great concept for a program. I think
Yeah,
it's brilliant. It's so clever, really, really clever.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's obviously
lovely.
the way the world's going. I mean, would you consider doing that sort of thing for a design, or is that the sort of thing that could possibly happen in the future?
But possibly, I mean, I think probably for my clients, I think I would struggle to get them to want to pay for that.
Of course,
Um,
yeah, the
you
cost
know,
implication. No,
yeah.
that's
Other than
understandable.
that, I think they'd absolutely love it. It's just that
Mm.
I did inquire at the time as to how much, and the lady just started laughing and said, "Don't ask."
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's expensive.
Oh, oh, oh. Mandy's asking, is there going to be another series?
Currently, I don't think so. No, there was
Right.
going to
Okay.
be, but because we did it through COVID, it was they were quite grateful to have the slot filled for the
Mm,
first two series. But then as we
mm.
started to go into filming for the third, we'd all kind of said yes that we would want to do it, and it was all starting to be arranged. But everything was coming back, so we had
Yeah.
Wimbledon and Glastonbury and the
Oh,
Jubilee and the Commonwealth Games and the Olympics, and everything was just
mm,
ramming into that first year
right.
back, having freedom again and going to
Mm,
places. And so it got pushed back. And then sadly the Queen passed away,
mm,
and that was another kind of 2 weeks of TV time that was filled. So I think they were struggling for a slot really, and then
Yeah.
things change, don't they? And people
Yeah.
move and things like that. So yeah,
Shame.
sadly, if they did ask, I think we'd probably all be keen to do it again, but nothing on the cards at the moment.
No, well, let's keep our fingers crossed. And I know that well, Minaj said that they often repeat.
Yeah,
They do show the reruns, so
yeah.
so
It's funny
yeah,
because
we can
sometimes I
do
get an
it.
influx of messages and I don't really realise why, and then all of a
Oh,
sudden someone texts
because
me and
it's
says the
yeah, so,
repeats are on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much, and thank you for those questions, guys. Sorry that there was that little bit of a delay in
thank you.
between. That's the only thing, isn't there? Because there's like a few second delay before people, and you've got to give people a chance to sort of type the messages. So, but no, it's been an
That's it.
absolute pleasure. Thank you, and I really look forward to
Oh.
meeting you in May. Yeah, I shall see you there on the. Did you say you're going to be there on the Friday at
Yes,
Uli?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I've
brilliant.
got to go to Ireland, so it's a quick turnaround. I've got
Oh.
Harrogate and then spring and then off to Ireland. So you hopefully catch me.
Oh my goodness me! Like I say, I'll bring you a strong coffee, and then I'll bring
Thank
you
you.
something even stronger when I see you in Birmingham. Or well, when I see you
Lovely.
in at when I see you in Essex, I bet you'll be absolutely
Yeah, I think
water.
I'll need a lift home.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Oh, mind you, I'm going the opposite direction. I'm
Not going
down
to
in Kent, and
Liverpool
you're.
yet. Oh,
That's right. I
thank you
don't
so
mind a
much.
trip to. I was going to say I don't mind a trip to Liverpool. I'll give you a lift home. But no,
Oh, thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much,
much for
Pip.
having me.
No, you're very welcome. And thank you and best of luck. Not that you're going to need it for all
Oh,
the
thank you.
shows. So amazing. Look forward to meeting you.
And
So
you.
thanks a lot. Thank you,
Thank
Pip. You
you.
take care.
Bye now.
Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was brilliant.
Is that
Oh, if you could just press the little X at the top, Pip, that would be
see you
lovely.
later?
Thank you. See you. Oh, isn't that great? What a lovely, lovely lady. Oh, really enjoyed that. But the hour just goes so quickly, doesn't it? Really, really quickly. Oh, thank you, Franny. Oh, thank you, Patrice. Oh no, that's all right. It doesn't matter if you're late. Hopefully you can watch on catch up. But I just wanted to tell you who's coming up in the next few weeks. When next week, unfortunately, I've had to have a little bit of a shift around, so I'm not quite sure who's going to be on next week. So it's a bit of a dot 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 dot. But then the following week, I've got Becky Searle, who is so much more. I'm going to be speaking to her about her new book. So that will be the week after. And then, as I say, I'll be speaking to Tom. I'll be live from the from Lullingstone. And if we get enough reception, I might even try and do a bit from the actual garden. Then I've got Anya, the garden fairy. And then after that, I'll be doing a live from Beth Chatto. I'm there with the guild on this particular day, and I'm going to stay to the evening, and I shall be chatting to Julia Bolton, who is Beth Chatto's granddaughter. So really, really looking forward to that one. And then we've got Alex Valk. She's going to be talking about her Gardeners World Live garden. And then I have got Joanne Truby, who is a florist and podcaster. I did a podcast with her sometime last year, so it'd be nice to speak to her. So yeah, I've got a few people in the pipeline, and then I've got a few more that I'm going to be contacting. And if there's anyone that you would like me to have a chat to, then please do let me know, and I can see what I can do. Try and arrange a chat. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Really, really, yeah, you're great. So thank you. It's very humbling. So anyway, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your week.
and I shall see you next Monday. And it just comes around in a flash. It literally seems like 5 minutes that I was doing it. So have the best week. Lots of love to you all. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.